Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Auntie Tay. If you guys are new here, that's who I am. If you're not, welcome back. I've missed you. I am roofing this house today, and I'm going to show you guys how to use the roof files for the Ikea house. There's not much to it, but there are some details that I learned along the way that I would love to show you guys. So let's roof this house. This file is available in my dollhouse course, or you can purchase this file on auntietay.com. And I'm already thinking of new ways to decorate these shingles. So I'm hoping to show you guys that somewhere in this video. I'll at least give you an idea, because I saw it when I was doing this. I was like, oh, it would have been really cute to do that. But anyways, let's go. Okay, so I attempted a few different things. The first thing I did was pre-cut all of my pieces with raw wood, and this is where I found I did like this. And if you do end up ordering a kit from me when I have them available, you'll have to paint your shingles. So you can do this, or you can lay them on your house first. But either way, this gets kind of the start of the prep work done, so I don't mind doing both. And you're gonna see that I changed the color halfway through this anyways. But my biggest suggestion is getting yourself a tray like this. It helps you just kind of like hold all your pieces in one spot. You can get as messy as you need to. And I spray painted this tray, so that doesn't, I can just paint all over it as much as I want. The other thing is, if you are using your laser to cut my file, you can pre-paint your wood, but I wasn't masking and it ended up charring. I'll show you in a second. Another tip is to get your paint rollers a plastic bag for each color that you use, and then you can just change those out as you need to change your colors, and just airtight wrap those with Ziplocs, and you don't have to like wash them every single time you want to put them away and come back to them. So I'm going to use a hot glue gun for this. This worked perfect, and the cordless hot glue guns are really nice. I started with the bottom shingle, and I made sure that it was sticking off of the end. And then the ticket to using the shingles that I designed is you have to stagger the ones that end with a scallop on the end, and then the next one needs to be a pointed one. So if you do need to duplicate the file for any means, just make sure that you're duplicating the scallops and the pointed ends, at like making sure that you're not duplicating only the ones that have the scalloped ends. I ended up needing 3 sheets of 12 by 12s to complete the entire Ikea roof. I also ended up leaving the chimney on, which I'll show you, because I couldn't find my Allen wrench to get it off. But right here is a good shot of the edges. You can see that each edge changes. One is a scalloped, one is a pointed, one is a scalloped, one is a pointed. And then if you just notch them together so that there's no gaps like showing the actual roof, then the laying out works like perfectly. So I ended up rolling the roof to get all the edges, and the paint roller is the best way. You're gonna see I changed this color anyways, so I would just lay these without painting them, honestly, and then paint them. When I got to the chimney, I was gonna try to take it off, but I ended up making 4 extra short files in the file, so that if you do leave the chimney on, you can cut those out. But when I was laying these out, I thought that was super cute when they were dual colored, and I was like, oh, that would actually be a really cute way to do your roof if you wanted 2 different colors. But I was in way too deep, and this took a long time for my diode to cut all of these, so I was committed. And then I decided I didn't really like the pink, so you're gonna see I'm gonna change that. So with the 4 short ones, the top that you get to, you just want to make sure that it's not flush with the chimney. You want to make sure that it's going up a little higher than the chimney, because the next one is going to be a full length shingle strip, and you want to make sure that that has room to scallop over the shorter edge. So just if you end up not doing that, you're just gonna have to you might have to pull them off. So I just notched the final one in there, making sure that all of my roof was covered, and then I ended up changing the color to green because I was just finding that this pink was just a little too just not the right shade for the entire dollhouse. So I also wanted to just try this green. I've been loving this green, and I wanted to see how I liked if it would work, and it looked really good. So you'll see that if you do end up doing that, you need to use a brush to get into all of the details. I was trying to just like squish it in there with the roller, and it was just getting too clumpy. This didn't take too long though, and knowing that some people do shingles individually, I was not complaining at all. And it's very therapeutic. This is just a really fun project to be able to get, you know, your mind off of things and be able to get some stuff done. So you'll see that that coverage is just so nice with chalk paint. You can either make it yourself, or I used chalked up paint, and I also used a Marvy pen to make little dots on my roof, and it turned out so cute. And I may do more, but stay tuned because I have so many more fun videos in this series.